Gunmen abduct three Obasanjo workers, retired lecturer in Ogun. Three persons said to be workers of former President Olusegun Obasanjo have been kidnapped in Ogun State, known by unknown gunmen. They were abducted on Wednesday evening at Kobape, a community under Obafemi Awode local government area of Ogun State. The abductees, who Daily Post learned were staff of Obasanjo holding in Kobape, were reportedly accosted while driving on the road. A source disclosed that the company's financial controller, the group auditor, and the group store manager were the victims of the incident. The source, who craved anonymity, hinted that the trio were abducted around Seseri village after the Hilux vehicle was shot at by the gunmen. They were reportedly dragged into the bush and taken to an unknown destination. Ogun State Police Public Relations Officer Abimbola Oyeyemi confirmed the incident to newsmen in Abeokuta. According to Oyeyemi, the incident happened around 6 p.m. on Wednesday. He said, yes, the kidnapping happened around 6 p.m. on Wednesday. There is one Obasanjo farm around the area in Kobape. Our men have begun searching for them and we will ensure they are rescued. In the same vein, a retired lecturer of the Federal Polytechnic of Kwara State, Fasai Olanigan, was also kidnapped along Abeokuta Emasai in Ogun. It was gathered that Olanigan was taken away by the kidnappers, who left his car by the roadside. At the time of filing this report, our correspondent could not immediately confirm whether or not the kidnappers have reached out to families of their victims for ransom. Okay, cool. I know that, yes, they said the farm in which, they worked on, the kidnapped victims, belongs to Obasanjo, but I just feel like it's such a far stretch. Like, when they say Obasanjo workers, because the title does say Obasanjo workers, it gives the impression as though, these people are working very much closely with him. But again, if Obasanjo owns the farm, I guess they're working under his name, so they're working for him, technically. I think what we need to understand now is that these gunmen have started increasing their activities in the south as of recently, or as of late, because it's just getting very consistent. In Benin City, I think Shore's brother was kidnapped. Of course, we know about these cases because they are high profile, or they're linked to people that we know. But a lot of cases we don't know about. However, it is just in the last week, there have been a lot more consistent. Everywhere, Nigeria's just going through everything everywhere. In the north, we have Sheikh Gumi, we have bandits, we have kidnapping. In the southeast, we have the same as well, plus military presence, plus IPOP giving sit-at-home orders and violence that occurs out because of that, because there was a vehicle that was carrying spare parts for some vehicles, and it was burnt down because it did not obey the sit-at-home order. And I think today is Thursday. The sit-at-home order is even today in Imo State, because Buhari is coming into the state. Then that's the Imo State. I know in other parts of the southeast as well, and then in the south or a little of southwest region, Benin City, Edo State, Shore's brother was kidnapped, and then in the southwest, obviously with the signing of the anti-grazing bill into law, Mieti Allah, of course, is very much upset about that, and of course, coming for and attacking Governor Keridolu of Ondo State, I think. And now this in Ogun State, there's now been kidnap of 3 Obasanjo workers. So yeah, the country is just so many activities going on in the country at the same time. And it's hard to focus, and there's so much more. It's just that some have just taken the back seat. For example, like the hush puppy case with Abakari. It was the hot topic at the time, but now it's gone. We don't have any updates on what is going on, so we'll leave that for another side. But fact is, all this is overwhelming, and a lot more things are happening. So yeah, I think it's so I don't know. It's like it's hard because when we talk about insecurity, we tend to jumble bandits, unknown gunmen, which can classify as bandits because they are bandits. But then so because we jumble things together, so we need to be sure of what is plaguing the place. So if you're gonna focus on the southwest, it's definitely not Boko Haram, but it's bandits, or is it herdsmen that could also be bandits? So herdsmen are acting like bandits, and unknown gunmen are obviously bandits. So yeah, basically, so it's like we have to identify. Because bandit is just, it encapsulates the different forms of banditry by herdsmen and by unknown gunmen. And it's just hard to differentiate. But then you will know, you will know. So again, I think it says by unknown gunmen, which is like, so who specifically is it? Because we've had different forms or different groups that are committing crimes that they're known for, we use gunmen and bandits to just encapsulate them, and then we don't. So it's like, who are you actually fighting against? Who? So where would the invest? I guess that's for the intelligence team to look at and then make decisions and moves from their findings. But then how can we even trust that? Because they've not really built a pattern of going through the investigations and actually achieving positive results. So what is it? The only fact is, the only reason why this is even making the news right now is because these workers are linked to Obasanjo, not in a very direct way, but in a very, very in a very far-fetched, stretched way, where it's like he just owns the farm, and I'm sure he owns many farms. So yeah, I guess that's because really and truly that's the only thing that's making this known to us right now. So yeah, that's it. So I do foresee a clash. I think that herdsmen, gunmen, they did take a break for a while, and then when it comes to banditry, the epicenter, the focus, the lens was and still is on the north. It has always been, but for a while it was very heavily focused on the north. And basically now things are changing. That's it. So yeah, that is pretty much it, to be honest. And yeah, so put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.